Enjoy the show. Play on my channel.
Because if it was his real son, they would say it's Damon Wayne.
Damon Wayans?
Not Damon Wayans.
I want to get you, sucker.
Although I would also accept Damon Wayans.
It was an odd adoption because Damon Wayans was an adult.
The worst landing for your body ever, but it doesn't matter.
He's a super soldier. He's good. It's like you getting up from sitting.
Yeah. So
Your stream quality is good.
So that means episode number 277 in the Purjangers and Wallhangers Media Network.
And never cross the streams.
Yeah, might actually be a go.
Yes, we are go.
So
we are
this
go.
Is welcome, gang, to the Triforce Podcast. We certainly do try, and I am your host, Matthew Bucarell, the Mat Man. Co-host in the Purjanger box is one Christopher Bristow, the old man, and our omnipotent presence that is Big Brother, Stephen Bucarell. We try to come here and talk about all the latest and greatest in nerdy news and geek culture for you. And we want you to hop on over to pjandewh.com, where you're going to find all the latest that we do here. You'll find the funny and luggy-nutty moments right up top, and if you scroll down, well, you don't even have to go to YouTube, man. All you got to do is just watch our page. And last week's Lug Nuts podcast, Bono Sierra Prime, underwhelming battery.
Yeah.
So you won't find last week's Triforce podcast up there. I forgot to put it up there, but it's a Google, a gaggle, and a cackle. And you'll find on the second tab, Big Brother, streaming Monday to Friday. Right now, in the home stretch of that Mass Effect trilogy, man. Wondering which game he's going to go to next. There's a plethora to pick from. And
We'll get a new loop soon.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to work on that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How far are you into that right now?
On the third one? What did I just
like
do?
midway through or
got,
almost at the end?
What's the Torian guy? I don't know him.
Garrus?
I don't know his name. It could be Ralph.
Yeah.
We'll
We
call him
got
Ralph. I like Ralph.
And then Ergnot Rex.
Ralph.
And then we're going to go back to Tachanka and do whatever the hell is there after we talk to everyone. That part takes forever.
Yeah.
Yes, let me know when you do the Citadel DLC. It is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is a really great game to play through, but
at least once.
And that's why I'm gonna hop back on it. I was what was I playing? Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy,
and Star Wars,
Knights of the Old Republic on my vacation. And it was fantastic. I love Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's great. Knights of the Old Republic, I will play that as long as those servers are up. I will always find a time for that
You
game.
might see him here Sunday playing Knights of the Old Republic on Walljanger Gaming.
Maybe. You'll have to tune in to
We're
find out.
certainly going to try and get him off his ass and do it.
Yeah, because tonight we also gather here for a new show about a worm. Star Wars finds an acolyte, Game Awards trailers, and so much more. Thank you on the Triforce Podcast. So we start off our show with none other than Earthworm Jim. Bringing
Jim, how's
back
it
into
been?
the fold.
So, Jim, how's it been to be an earthworm? Is he just sitting on the chair next to you? Do I not see him? Or is this a metaphorical with us?
Jim? Oh, God.
I think Link ate Jim.
I think Link ate Jim.
Oh, well.
we were going to have Jim on.
He's just an earthworm.
Yes. But Earthworm Jim is expected to have a new cartoon coming, announced out of nowhere with fun animated trailer only a few days ago. Interplay Studio. Holy shit, is there a trailer? I didn't do my research. No, it wasn't a trailer. Oh, it's Game Right. They wouldn't have added that shit. No. But Interplay Studios is developing a brand new Earthworm Jim cartoon, tentatively subtitled Beyond the Groovy. Which, that's a complete Earthworm Jim title. I'll allow it. Little is yet known. Interplay TV division is newly formed, but it could lead a number of interesting projects in the future. Old man, what else did they put out besides Earthworm Jim? That was the one I loved that fucking game.
What studio was this again?
What was it? Interplay Studios.
It was Virgin. Yeah, it was Interplay and Virgin. Yeah.
Oh, Virgin. Oh shit, they got a lot.
Yeah, they had a couple of Movie Tropes was one. I think they were actually part of the studios that did The Lion King and Aladdin as well.
Oh, those Sega games were
Jungle
badass.
Book. I remember a Cool Spot being one of them, like the 7-Up Cool Spot.
Yes. I rented that.
It was a good game. It was fun.
But all those platformers were pretty much the same. Besides,
they're side scrollers. They was just
Metroid.
copy and paste.
Metroid was on a league of its own, but the Metroidvania kind of games were it's more than just a side scroller. But essentially, that Genesis saga just churned that shit out like Call of Duty. Like that churn effect is not new.
No,
that's just the industry moving. Like, oh, this is popular. Here you go, pancakes. You like pancakes? You get pancakes. You want bacon now? Guess what? Bacon. So, damn, man, I really could go for pancakes and bacon right now. But Earthworm Jim.
I had pancakes and scrapple this morning.
Began in 1994, created by Doug Tenapel as a collaboration between a now defunct developer, Shiny Entertainment, and now
I do not see you, by the way. Your virtual webcam is not on.
Oh, yeah, you got to turn that back on because we had to restart. Playmate Toys. The game was a side-scrolling platform shooter with an archaic presentation and had a hard edge of satire. That's a rather bland way of doing it. Oh, yeah, platformers like 7-Up Spot, 7-Up's Cool Spot, so Earthworm Jim. You know what? We could have a new Cool Spot. We can have a Cool Spot game. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, there was plenty of those games.
Yeah. And, I mean, Genesis was such a good system. But now I need a new Earthworm Jim game now. Like we got
it's actually in the Genesis collection that's out for all the current gen.
Well, we got consoles. A new Toe Jam and Earl. Why not? And we're getting another Abe game, Odds World.
Mm-hmm.
So side scrollers have not gone away. Like shit, I always talk about Shadow Complex. That was 360. I will still play that game today. Just like all the others.
It's remastered for both Xbox One and PlayStation.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how this is going to turn out. No kind of details on it, but Earthworm Jim, do you want to see them pick up where the original animated show left off, or do you just want this to be a reboot? I kind of wanted to. I want it
to be a reboot. I think
introducing kids to this new Earthworm Jim, and then after that, like, guess what, bitches? We are making a game.
Yeah. So here's I pulled up Virgin Interactive. So a couple of games that Virgin Interactive done was the Terminator and the '92 Terminator game.
Ooh.
So the side scroller Terminator game, not the gun game.
Oh. That's what I hope so.
World Trophy Soccer, Muhammad Ali Heavyweight Boxing. It was the different one, not the Evander Holyfield one.
Not the one.
Aladdin, of course, I said that one. The Lost Vikings, Cool Spot, Jam It, RoboCop vs. Terminator, Jungle Book, Lion King, Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story, because that's when the movie was out. Spot Goes to Hollywood, Exo Squad, Earthworm Jim 1 and 2, Wacky Racers, Fire and Ice, and a bunch of other unreleased games. But they also had some ones on Sega CD. So like they had the Terminator for Sega CD. They had a Dune game I remember Dune.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
Well, they're making another Dune game. You'll see it later on. It's a Dune RTS.
Real-time strategy, yeah. I mean, well, they had one back in because it was a subsidiary of Westwood Studios, which did the Command and Conquer series.
You need to switch to like shadow mode because you are powder from the movie.
That's because this page I'm looking at is like powder white.
Like, you look like you could give Powder a run for his money. Like, shit, man. When did you have chemo?
Well, yesterday, if you want to consider the weekend.
So,
Street Fighter Alpha, they did the Saturn version of that. Looking at like NHL Power Play, Black Dawn.
So pretty much
of other games. Yeah.
From what you're saying, this is the only intellectual property that actually has legs that they can work with right now.
Everything else, everyone would go.
Well, I mean, the Dune game will actually have legs given the new movie coming out.
Reboot.
Yeah, I don't know if they're attached to the new Dune game. I think that's a different developer. Because HBO Max, Warner Bros. got that shit on lock.
Their own people.
They have a game studio.
They do have a game studio, but Westwood Studios really did a good job of the original game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were on it.
Now, I would say that they may be doubling down, like in this next story.
That was a good segue.
Thank you, Connor. The CW is doubling down on the Batman verse with a Gotham Knights series in the works. TV Line reports the project will pick up in the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder as his adopted son, in quotes. No word on which son that might be.
Hold on, wait, what? Bruce Wayne was murdered?
Yeah,
what?
Bruce Wayne. This is the premise of it is Bruce Wayne's murder, which that's the premise of the game we're getting, Gotham Knights. And his adopted son, no word on which one. The guy adopts kids like Angelina Jolie. All right. He started it. She just continued.
So how often is he adopting kids, and do they go missing?
Well, I mean,
CYS never finds out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. They're just dysfunctional adults.
Money.
They're just vigilante dysfunctional adults that just have a bunch of kinks and, problems that should probably be.
He gets away with it because there's slides to the Batcave.
Giggity.
Okay, he adopts kids and turns them into crime fighters.
Yeah, essentially. So,
or mass murdering vigilante justice fighters.
So the
same thing.
The adopted son teams up with the children of Batman's enemies after they are accused of killing the Dark Knight. Per TV Line, the log line teases this renegade band of misfits must fight to clear their names. But in a Gotham with no Dark Knight to protect it, the city descends into the most dangerous it's ever been. So the project is being produced by Chad Fiveash and James Stotterox of Batwoman and Gotham, along with Natalie Abrams from Batwoman, who is co-executive producer. Arrowverse architect Greg Berlanti is also attached to produce this feature. So I got to imagine, with that premise, you have adopted son, we'll say most likely Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Because if it was his real son, they would say it's Damon Wayne.
Damon Wayans?
Not Damon Wayans.
Really?
I want to get you, sucker.
Although I would also accept Damon Wayans.
It was an odd adoption because Damon Wayans was an adult.
Are you
He
sure,
had
Bruce?
kids. It was the most bizarre thing ever.
Yeah, but the kids weren't allowed at the mansion.
Oh, okay.
The family had to stay in the house. It was just him. Like, you can't have your family. I mean, yeah, he has the space, but come on, leeches. Get your own fucking mansion.
Okay.
This has been in the Wayne family for generations. A lot like the Armstrongs. But I kind of like it to where you take this as like an alternative universe, okay? And you keep going with this because in the wake of Batman's death, that's right or wrong with Batwoman, because that was the whole premise of her being into the CW verse, is that Batman's dead. And now you get the story of who did it. Robin. You're like, fuck. And now he's got to team up with, like, what villain would you want to see him with?
Villain?
Yeah. Like, what are the villains? What's the Rogues Gallery? Because I kind of feel like you shouldn't go main villains. It shouldn't be like Joker. It should be
Thanos.
like Scarface.
That's a weird pull. Thanos?
Why not?
No, I meant DC because it is a DC property.
Oh, that's not the
That's
same.
a different
he's in
universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But no, I thought like obviously they might go with Clayface, King Shark, like whatever. But I mean, Scarface, the puppet with the what are they called? Fuck. What's that? The guy who does the puppets without moving his voice? I'm having a brain fart.
Ventriloquist.
There you go. With the ventriloquist. It was on. He was actually a really big villain in the Batman the Animated Series. So I kind of want to see like the ventriloquist coming in here, and having him and Scarface like, nah, we're gonna clear our names. I'd like to see him in there. Rather than like Catwoman, Two-Face, Riddler. Like, he has a bunch of people that he
What
has
about Dildo
Firefly?
Man? Batman never fought Dildo Man. The
Well,
little known, what is this, DC? What the
That's
hell are we
probably
talking
because
about?
of the main villain marketing.
Oh, Dildo Man that didn't get past marketing.
Dildo Man didn't get past marketing, man.
Polka
Maybe
Dot Man did, but Dildo Man didn't make it, huh?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I think there's
I'm going to throw my phallic boomerang of justice.
I got to tell you.
And if you do that at the Harry Donut, Dildo Man will throw you the fuck out. That's what he's paid for. And he's going to bash
Without
your
the
head against
reach
the
around.
walls.
Look, I mean, a dildo or a polka dot, it's all, the difference is all about perspective, okay? But the main...
Because if you're a dildo at the Harry Donut, you'll be treated like one.
Okay. Wow, that is...
And you're shoved out the hole. It's not a fun one.
All right, let me just hit that reset button there.
I think on to the next story.
Yeah, we are definitely resetting onto the next story because Disney...
Oh, were we talking about something? Oh, okay.
We slid off the road there a bit, but it's all right. Because Star Wars Disney Plus series, The Acolyte,
Sliding into Disney's DMs.
yeah, eyes Amandla Steinberg for the lead role. So they found their acolyte.
Mandela Stenberg, yep.
Mandela, there you go. The Disney Plus series will be written by Russian doll scribe Leslie Headland, which she was doing another project. Oh, no, she was tied to this from the beginning. That's when we started talking about it in the podcast. So Leslie Headland is said to be at the end of the period known as the High Republic era. While details surrounding Steinberg's role are currently unknown, the series is billed as a mystery thriller.
Because they haven't written it yet.
Well, no, because they're leading this into Phantom Menace. And why are you so dark? Did you go to the closet?
Me?
He's coming out of the closet.
Hopefully.
Because I told you, like, everything is, like, on my screen is, like, bright white. So when I minimize my screen, I go dark.
And he turns into
Watch.
Shooting Blank Man.
You know what? Blank Man's fine right there. There you go. Blank Man's fine right there. There you
We're
go.
fine with you looking like a white guy. You are a white guy.
Just not a ghost.
We're all white guys, if anyone was curious. Except the dog. He's
Well, thank you
sorta
for describing it for the audio listeners.
Mexican. For those of you playing the audio game,
Yeah, they could probably figure that out.
the dog is a Mexican-German mix.
Yeah. So
And
now
he's
that everybody's
licking his
lineage
foot.
is done, Lucasfilm and Disney have previously revealed a timeline for the series, which is aiming to serve as a prequel to the Star Wars world, given that the High Republic era is said to have concluded about 50 years prior to the events of Phantom Menace. Meanwhile, the High Republic period of Star Wars universe is getting finished out through an ongoing series of novels and comic books. However, the
The
focus...
hate flow through you.
And that's the thing.
Believe in the dark side.
With the comics, like, I've read some of the stuff that's been on Comixology, and I've gone through it, and they're great. They're great stories. It's great Jedi shit. They're doing all the shit. It's just like Clone Wars and all the Jedi stuff you've seen after it. It's stuff you want to read if you're a Star Wars fan because it's mythos. You know, they add in little nuggets of like,
It's
this is where
called
this
lore for a reason.
Yeah, it's really good. So now getting a live action series, even if it's at the end of this mythos, like 50 years prior to Phantom Menace, now you have 50 years. That could be 5 seasons.
Could be.
So you have legs on that to where you can really expand and then mic drop to Darth Maul, murdering Jedi.
Or something else.
Like a red-faced old man. But the release date for the Acolyte has yet to be announced. But there is plenty from a galaxy far, far away down the line with Book of Boba Fett coming up soon. The next Star Wars series to hit December 29th. Mandalorian is coming, shooting soon. We have the Ahsoka Tano series coming. We got a lot of stuff Star Wars. So we also have the Cass-on Andor series. We got a lot of stuff coming through the mix. So we're going to get plenty of Disney Ds in our DMs. Another thing that you're going to want to see on your screen is this next story.
I am going to want to see it.
Because we got our first trailer for the Halo TV series. And
is it the real trailer
below.
this time?
Oh, it's not a quick just a tip, it's the full trailer. Where the fuck is it? Keep going up. Reload that shit. I know that shit was on there. Click that Twitter thing. It'll probably link you to it. The highlighted Twitter word.
What?
Right there.
Twatter?
And then let it load. It'll bring it. I guarantee you the trailer will be on there. I don't know why the fucking
we're
story
on
missed
Twatter.
You're stalled to holy hell.
There we go. Scroll.
That's a
down.
picture.
There we go. First look trailer. See? No, I was right. It's in
Holy
the other end. by your
Criminy
cup.
why?
You're special.
No.
I know I'm special.
Yes,
but the doctor
special.
told me. But here we have our first look of Halo.
Hello.
Hello, Halo. It looks really good, man. Especially just these, the portrait shots of like the settings and then the people. It really looks like they're adding in that realistic sci-fi element.
It looks like they gave it their A game.
Could you move the mouse from in the middle of the screen?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Thanks.
Oddly enough, the people at home didn't see that.
No, they didn't, weirdly enough. That's just really odd. The worst landing for your body ever, but it doesn't matter because it's Master
He's a
Chief.
super soldier. He's good. It's like you getting up from sitting.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really looks good. I mean, it's hard to until we see it, but it's on Paramount Plus, so I probably won't.
Spoiler alert, in one of the games,
you will.
In one of the games, he jumps from a spaceship to the planet, and he's fine, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So,
he did do that.
That's from 2 to 3, by the way.
Whatever. But
yeah, I tried to block
I think that's
2.
where I stopped. But
yeah, I tried to block 2 out of my memory, but
some
Paramount,
of those were really bad.
Paramount Plus has released this new clip for this Halo series coming out. A sneak peek of the Spartans and one of the set pieces from the film. It was also revealed the first look trailer would premiere at the Game Awards, which it did. And we're getting 10 episodes.
The first 2 were pretty good.
The first extended
Sort
look
of
at the
lost me on
show
the third
since
one.
it was ordered for 10 episodes. Yeah, so it was already ordered up for 10 episodes in 2018. So we're getting that on Paramount Plus. That's at least the first season. This series definitely has legs.
It looks really good.
Yeah. I mean, they're putting money in it.
with the studio behind it, I'm cautiously optimistic.
What about a Fable? How would you want Fable done?
I don't know, but we're dropping off our live feed.
Check the other side there. We are.
I'd like HBO to do it, though.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Your stream is experiencing issues.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's Facebook.
It probably is. Fuck 'em.
Facebook's
That's
fucking
why.
us once again. Thanks, Facebook.
Yeah, probably.
We appreciate it.
So 2022, we're expected to see the Halo release. It's first look looks good. We'll have to see if the actual story has any legs with 10 episodes. I mean, they always go for these 10 episode, order counts. But I mean, what about
that's
the
how
24
let's give you. That's how an executive thinks. You know what? We'll give them 10 episodes, see what they can do. maybe we'll do a second season. It's a video game. It's very popular amongst the kids. You know the kids, right? The kids.
Oh, that completely.
I love it.
You just completely sold me as like a fucking a producer.
That's how we work over here at Paramount. We're very old school. Give the kid 10 episodes. It's for kids shit, whatever.
You remind me of the fucking guy who played the creator of Doctor Who. Like, look, you got a box. It's it's a phone box, all right?
That's not what I was going for, but
That's just what I pulled there. That's
that's
really
just
good.
what I imagine when I look at the Paramount logo. That has, just what comes to me, and looking at a Spartan blurry helmet.
Yeah. But, I mean, I want to say, I'm going to hold out whether I think it's going to be good or not, because the visuals look impressive. But obviously, with Cowboy Bebop being canceled, visuals don't just, they're not just the only thing that matter.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that Cowboy Bebop was canceled.
Everybody was.
Huh. It looked good.
I was impressed with it. And they said, like, they had a whole bunch of cool shit to do. And that's what was really disappointing. But ultimately, I think that with Halo, it's not out the door 100%, but it's still going to be an enjoyable experience. It's whether it looks like they put the attention to detail to where it's not going to be that Sonic the Hedgehog, like, oh my God, are they really going to fuck this up? And then it being a slam. I think as long as they keep this within the parameters of Halo and everything looks good, this could be a great show.
Yeah, it could be.
So we'll have to see. But we have ad segment, if you will, which is, of course, A Plus Catering. Go over to facebook.com/APLUS Tri-State and book them for your catering event or planning need. A lot of great food. They are very... Oh, wow. They even got the welcome message there. And then, of course, we got your food delicatessens. What
do we got this week?
Here. Ooh. Damn, I don't know. That looks fucking delicious, though.
Yeah, because I'm going to go have some stale veggie sticks.
That looks so much better than stale veggie sticks.
Doesn't it?
It looks great, man. I mean, God, I could just pick one up and eat it. Yeah, they're really good. And all their
Holy
food is
shit,
amazing.
that sandwich is the size of your head. That's a huge sandwich. Look at it. It looks so big in the picture. It looks gigantic. The bread must be massive.
It's only this far on the map.
Yeah, it's only this far.
So, I definitely want you to hop on over here to A+.
I can't see shit, but even that was funny. I'm sorry.
De La Boy. Coquinto. So they got a lot of really good stuff, man, and I'm really impressed and proud of them too, because A Little Boy, longtime friend of mine, and obviously that's why I highlight her here. So onwards to, I would say, the lengthier port of our podcast here is our next story, because the Game Awards happened.
Did they?
Yeah, I honestly, I mean, not to shit on them, like on their event, because this is where we get our great news. Fucking internet.
That's probably why we keep dropping this.
It's your PC. It's not the internet.
Which is amazing, because the game stream has no problem.
Yeah, and this.
Yeah, so I think it's.
Bugnuts
I
has
think
no
it's.
problem either, because we do that every Sunday, and now
You might have to rebuild the set for Jangers.
do me
Right now?
No, not right now.
Oh, we're
Just
good.
finish
Right now.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're good right now. Nope, we're bad.
It's going in and out. Check us on the YouTubes.
Yeah, it's not going to be any better there. But we got a lot of stuff that was announced.
Star Wars Eclipse.
Yeah, there was a new Star Wars game.
I'm going to be excited about this one when that photo loads.
There we go. So, internet loading aside, Star Wars Eclipse, I am just really excited for. It's just a cinematic trailer, but that shows you the quality graphically of what you're getting in this game. And essentially you're in the High Republic. It's made by Quantum Dreams, so that is what were those games?
I remember something from
Detroit Becoming Human.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Heavy Rain.
Really
Heavy
good
Rain.
game.
Yes, thank you.
That was Heavy Rain was bizarre. I couldn't get that.
It was a long
Beyond
day.
Two Souls.
Yes.
Yeah.
One I
Yes.
don't remember.
Yeah, it's downloadable on the PlayStation.
I remember playing it, but I don't remember the game, so it must not.
Now
have been
these
memorable.
guys being attached,
It's in the library. You can play it.
Yeah, I think he
I
did.
could.
He
No, I did. I
think he
just
did. He just didn't like it.
there
So
were other good games that could have been committed
Connor?
to memory.
Basketball lost.
like this story that we have right here is
Well,
we
fish
see
out.
we see the actual,
Who are
aliens in here, and that guy kind of looks like Cad Bane.
Yeah, a little bit with one eye.
Yeah, with like one eye. But we have the world, and of course, Jedi Head Council, Yoda right there. He's
Still.
obviously alive. Yeah. A droid, because you need a droid at Star Wars. I can't wait for this game to come out, and they're just announcing it. You have lightsaber battles, you have speeders, you have aliens, you have alien worlds, drumming for some weird reason. Probably a ritual or maybe a concert. They may be the Star Wars version of like Blue Man Group. They're called Gray Man Group. And more lightsabers. I mean, what could not get a nerd of Star Wars off more than this trailer? Hey, guess what? This isn't a movie. It's not a show. This is a game. This is something you're going to spend probably your life playing because you're going to love it so much.
I hope it's
Yeah.
just not.
I mean, you still have people playing Battlefront 2 and logging onto that every single day just because it's a shooter, it's Star Wars. I want to play a shooter. I'm going to play that. I got a buddy who does that same thing. And yeah, no, I mean, if I want to play a shooter, I'll just log onto that and he'll have fun playing it because it's Star Wars. You have that
Weird,
niche.
interesting fact that the silhouette of Star Wars Eclipse was taken in part of from Heroes. Yeah, because that
I thought it looked
had the
like
same-
Heroes. Yeah.
yeah,
Eclipse.
that silhouette
We
of the
own that
Eclipse
now.
was taken apart from Heroes.
So do force powers not work during the eclipse, or
That is a good question.
I kind of thought like, I don't know, like, do they work? I don't know.
Well, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah. The next one, which was just like an announcement trailer, which was
I'm sad that Katarina's not here to see this.
I know, but I did put it in the chat, so I know she saw it. Wonder Woman is getting
Wherever
a
she is.
game from the makers of Middle Earth, Shadow to Mordor, and Shadow of War. This is going to be a fucking great game. If they go along with that same premise of those two games, this
yeah.
is
With the
fucking
engine,
awesome.
with the engine of that game, with this kind of character, it will do it
Oh,
justice.
going
not
through
many
Themyscira?
Wonder Woman games.
Dude.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh my God. Fuck, that's a great question. How many Wonder Woman games were there?
Not many because it couldn't translate well.
Yeah.
Because part of her powers is flying. Like you take the way of the ability to fly or the fast travels. It's like you could do that with the engine of like the Shadow of Mordor engine because you could just add in the concept of like super jumps is your way to is your flying ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what she did. She just jumped.
Oh yeah,
movie.
she just jumped and rode lightning. No heroin.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a lot of legs on that Wonder Woman game. Like, honestly, I'm really surprised, especially after the Batman Arkham games. I'm surprised that developers didn't hop on that fucking train immediately, especially since you saw what Marvel was doing cinematically. You saw that. Now maybe it
None
does
of the
take
games
a while.
translated well.
It takes a
DC
while to
always
make a
had a
game.
problem with minus the Injustice games and the Batman Arkham game.
Yes.
There have been no other DC properties that have translated well as to video game media. It's
A little game called Superman 64.
just, which was horrible.
I fucking put that on my Christmas list.
Believe it or not, the Superman for the Nintendo is probably the original NES.
Yeah.
Yes, it was 8-bit, but you know what? You could fly in that game and you can kill people with your heat vision.
No,
It was.
they just fall asleep because they get really tired. I think that there should be a Batman like side-scrolling game, and then all the guys after they get done fighting him, they just fall asleep, and then it's like Z. That'd be entertaining. Scrolling past Tunic. It's I don't
Looks
know.
like your little adventure.
Yeah, adventure game. We don't got to talk about that. King of Fighters.
Yeah,
Open
King of
beta.
Fighters. They got 15 of them.
Open world. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or not open world.
Curious about it, but
multiplayer. Multiplayer. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's just like fucking Friday
Homeworld
the
3 I'm
13th.
actually excited for.
And Dead by Daylight. Or Dead by Night. Yeah, Dead by Daylight. You just take your one guy's a serial killer, everybody else is the victims, and then have fun.
But we have this license now.
Yeah.
What else we got?
The Expanse Telltale.
Yeah.
That's a new one for me because
dude, Expanse Telltale, I mean, it's actually from the makers of the Telltale games like Batman and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the
Alan
Game of
Wake 2 was
Thrones, the
announced.
Tales of Borderlands, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 was announced while we're waiting for the ad. But there's probably a couple ads actually on that one.
There's plenty of ads. I'm looking at it.
There's a bunch of ads on that.
We're probably not going to see that one.
The Final Fantasy VII remake for PC is finally coming out. That's finally been good.
Yes.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie's out.
Hop onto this Sonic trailer right here, because this is the one that I want to highlight right here. Is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We're getting Knuckles. We're getting Tails. We're getting more
Knuckles
Jim Carrey. Yeah, we're getting more Jim Carrey Robotnik. He's eating a fucking chili dog. All right? Do I need to say more? I think that's it. This is Sonic the fucking Hedgehog acting like Sonic. And the Sonic from the first movie that we know and love. So I'm loving this, man. We're getting Chaos Emeralds. We're getting more of that weird relationship that he and Cyclops have.
Yep. I'm watching the trailer now.
Yeah. I mean, it's still entertaining. They nailed Tails. And, I mean, Knuckles. I mean, how could you not? Robotnik right here? Holy fuck, man. He came back.
He always comes back. Kill him every time, and the next game, he'll be back.
Like, I would not want to be on set with him, but here, the Chaos Emerald, I'm so glad they had added this in on the second one. And they didn't try
Why
to
wouldn't you want to
cram
be
it
on
in
set with
on
him?
the
That would
first
be
one.
amazing to watch.
Yeah.
He's method.
Yeah, that's why it would be amazing to watch. Didn't you watch that Man on the Moon documentary?
I did. That was enough.
That would be amazing to watch.
The
for
fucking
a
plane
day.
from, what was that, Sonic 3?
Oh, yeah.
Which part was that?
Right here.
Yeah. Do
On
you
screen
think
now.
Do you think we're going to get Super Saiyan Sonic? Or do you think they're going to save that for 3?
It'll be for
Chaos Emerald Sonic. I think they'll save that for 3.
Yeah. Like I said, Super Saiyan Sonic.
What'll be the climax of this movie? And we've ruined it for everyone.
It'll be like the end credit.
If you're in the future, comment below if we were right.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
It'll probably be Old Man.
Yeah.
And here we see Knuckles, man. Voiced
2
by
Knuckles deep.
The Rock.
Oh, that's cool.
I do believe it's The Rock. I might be wrong on that.
Okay.
That might have been a rumor that I heard.
They got a game too?
Yeah, man. We got Sonic Frontiers also announced at the Game Awards, which who has not wanted an open world Sonic the Hedgehog game?
People who don't know about Sonic.
Exactly. I mean, if it's a game about running, and like we were mentioning before, original was side scroller. Now, this is where you go with that. You're going to run really fast? How about an open world? That just makes fucking sense.
Big open world.
And obviously, here we see our little run through. Looks very Sonic. Alleys, you got a marshland. Obviously, a lot of weird shit.
That's cool.
The original. So like when they try to go broader 3D world on the Dreamcast,
Yeah.
it didn't translate well because I think the concept was ahead of the technology.
Yes.
We are at a point now where
I
technology,
enjoyed that Dreamcast game, by the way.
I enjoyed it. It just seemed something
It was clunky.
was missing.
But look, man,
because-
it's like if your transmission, clunks when you're going into second or third gear. You know it's coming. You kind of soften it up, and you expect it, but you still enjoy the ride to work. This, I don't see that.
Get you there.
Very gently.
Exactly. I don't see that with this. I see a fucking Sonic game that should have been made a very long time ago that looks amazing.
I think I'm going to counter that argument. I think they wanted to make it a long time ago.
Yeah.
But again, the technology was not there.
Didn't have the tools.
We cannot do it, Captain. But one thing they cannot do is Horizon, not Verizon, Forbidden West. We get another trailer for them during the Game Awards. I think of a good bit through, we actually get some gameplay there. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
New
Oh,
gadgets,
okay.
new toys. I am so glad I played this game, and I also got it again on Steam because I have a problem. But I'm loving this because here we see like the enemies in there to where water gameplay. I kind of feel like you're just avoiding. You're not actually defeating, But it's Aloy. She's gonna have some shit to take him out eventually. If it's
Entertaining enough.
for the story plot.
Oh, wow. What is she, a pirate now?
I thought that too. I was like, matey, pirate Aloy.
Well, it could be
with the explosive.
It could be a resource or a.
I don't care. It's cool.
Oh yeah, that game, I loved it from the moment they announced it with their trailer, for Horizon, and yes, give me more of this game forever. We could scroll past Destiny. I don't give a shit about that.
It wasn't worth it the first time.
Slitherhead, Nightingale. Go down to that one. That one looks good because it kind of, like, when I was watching this trailer, it kind of gave me, like, that old school, like, BioWare vibe. To where, it's heavily influenced in the trailer. You're a mage in, Magic World, Victorian times. And obviously creatures that will fright. And just the whole thing, go to like 52 seconds in, and that's where we get some actual, right here. We'll start to get some actual gameplay to where Victorian era, you have these portals. It's almost like if you've seen the anime Gate, you got a gate to different worlds. So I imagine this is going to be more along the lines of like one of those either MMOs or like a MMORPG along that kind of line, because you see here,
that's what it looks
you have
like.
that city building aspect, but you also have giants, different, like right here, they're chopping down a tree. He's like, hey, fucker,
What
are you doing?
Where is this going to be?
I don't think they announced it.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be at the end of the trailer. But here, like the different monsters that just go fucking up your buildings.
They don't say.
Looks like PlayStation. No, they're probably.
don't say.
It's probably going to
That's
be
like
on
black and white.
Not yet affiliated.
Yes, but just first person view.
From
Where-
the perspective down there.
Yeah, man. That's why Nightingale really impressed me here with the actual gameplay here. Because even if they go MMO or however they're going to play this one, I think that there's a lot of fucking legs on just this premise alone to where you can have any kind of genre game within this world. Like, as long as you build the lore and you build the story right, yeah, that has legs. Lord of the Ring Gollum. It's just a cinematic trailer showing split personality in there.
Okay.
Somerville, we can scroll down. There's another one I wanted to highlight here. Cuphead has another one. Warhammer 4000.
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 is actually getting a sequel. They finally hit that trope.
Oh, and before Half-Life 3.
Yeah, it's it only took them 12 years, but oh well.
Play on Batangas. That was a good segue. Our Island Kelly.
What? That's not nerdy podcast. Oh, my bad. So we talk about Marvel characters?
We do talk about Marvel.
Or DC?
Video
Did you guys already
games?
start?
No, we're in
We
the
haven't
end
started yet.
credits
We're just
now.
getting ready.
Yeah, we're in the end credits right now. How you doing, buddy? How you? Obviously, about to walk in the game.
I'm here. I get to see my brother like 3 times a year, and this is one of them. So,
Hey,
we're at the
man.
Flyers game together.
But now you guys are gonna make it in the end credits because I'm recording. So
Look.
you know,
Get in the end credits.
you guys have made
Hi,
it into the end
guys.
credits of the
Hi.
Purge Hangers and
That's a
Wall
podcast.
Hangers podcast.
Get in the end credits for our podcast. So
Do you think
Are you on it right
Batman's better
Yeah,
or
well,
Superman?
we're
I
on-
think Superman could beat Saints.
we're on the wait. All right, hold on. Say that again. What did you say? Hold on.
I'm Team Batman. Kryptonite absolutely whoops Superman's ass. You're out of your mind. No, I'm sorry. If he has Kryptonite and Grant Gustin, it's a done deal, bro. I'm sorry.
Wait, what was the end segment today?
Today's end segment is if you were a Jedi Padawan in the Star Wars universe, what actor
Sith wins.
would you want as your Jedi Master?
What?
George Clooney, obviously.
Okay.
Why?
That's logical.
Because he's amazing.
Does
And he's got the most serious face ever. Salt and pepper has to be a requirement for me. Very much Obi-Wan-esque. And long hair's out. So new style is salt and pepper short. George Clooney's got it.
I mean, you know, there are things such as
because
such
he's
as bald
old.
I
caps
would
and
want
wigs.
Keanu Reeves as my
You've put a
Jedi
lot
Master.
of thought into
No,
this.
Keanu Reeves?
Theo, bro. He can't be anybody else.
No, he's
Just
got to
like
get.
you.
He's got to. He wants to be.
Well,
in
he's
the
an
MCU.
actor, so I
No,
hope he's going to
bro.
be somebody
He's
else.
Theo.
No, it's
But-
his job to be
He can
somebody
be
else.
nothing but
Who will
Theo.
always
That's
be the
right.
master would be Robin Williams.
Right.
Of course, I would
Robin
have him as.
But
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
it.
Robin
end
Williams
What
as a
about
Jedi
Robin
Master
Williams?
would
you're
be
gonna have to remember
priceless.
Agree?
True. Hey, we're gonna walk in. All right, guys, have fun.
Love you,
I'll talk to
buddy.
a little
Have
bit.
fun. You too.
Later,
Robin
pal.
Williams would be a-
See you.
Later, brother.
Peace. I love that. That's awesome end credit stuff. So just got to get everything queued up here, man. Didn't add in Devil as a part-timer season 2 because, I mean, I'm just gonna watch that. You know, that's a really long-awaited anime. I watched that like Jesus fucking Christ, probably like 8 years ago when I was living with Bob.
Oh, I sent
Is he
off
there?
Cat's gift today.
Nice.
What
Kelly isn't there.
where's the- Oh, there it is.
So,
And you're frozen again.
No, we're not.
I am.
It is. It's really cold in here. It's not that cold.
You don't see me waving my arms.
Nope.
Because-
Whatsoever.
You're not up.
Because OBS is fine and it's recording fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's fine.
Might be Zoom. It might be my Zoom then.
You look fine here. It's odd. You normally don't look fine if
It's
there's
the Matman dance.
Okay.
I'm really making a really awesome end credits. I'm going to be laughing my ass off later.
By the way,
Yeah.
Nintendo OLED, so worth it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are we doing? T
277.
L K. No, talk.
A talk show. A chat show.
If you'd like the number in, you'd have to add
And
that yourself.
I'm really...
I copy and paste. I don't even add the number on my own show
I had it.
anymore. No, not
Oh, that
show.
one. Oh, yeah.
The game. I don't even like. I,
Ah.
probably I tried, but it didn't work.
Oh, good thing you're on the Triforce.
I tried to number them.
That's
I also thought that would be an awesome comic. Like, the Triforce. I thought it would be really cool. And then we have everybody in the podcast as different, like, superheroes or villains. Or both. And then we could get Frank involved. Oh, that'd be a dope fuck. And then we could have just, like, a one-back paid, like, a one-back comic when we're at cons. A comic, the Triforce, issue 1. And it's us being transported into a game, anime style. And obviously, big brothers like that. Cleric mage does enchantments. Yeah, here. Made your gloves.
Go moves.
He's probably not going to do that for free.
It's fire and frost resistance. You know, there's some weird shit like that. It's where you have the person's personality, but they're that, like, I'll say fantasy version of themselves in this comic. I thought that'd be really cool. And kind of like multi-layered there. Tie it in. Onions. Going for onions. Okay. Especially if we're going into the con circuit.
Well, yes. We're going to start the show. 3, 2, 1, we're starting the show now.
Waiting for our green flags, and that means you're going to hit like, subscribe, and comment below.
Bye.